Okay, now we back. I made a small boo boo. I made a mistake and turned the power out on the camera. Okay, make sure this. I think the volume is up so you guys can hear me. Okay. Anyway, let me lower this down. Let's get this thing. There you go. Lower it down. Get you guys a little closer into it here because I'm trying to sit back here. Okay. Okay, guys. Like I said before, the the boo boo has hit the fan. So let me explain to you what's going on. First of all, I woke up one day at night and the electric was off. And the first thing I'm going to do is check the app and see if there's an outage or did I pay my bill or did I forget. That's the first thing you got to check. So I checked that, found out all that was good. I said, cool. So it came back on in like 30 minutes. So I'm glad this came back on. Then over the course of the next 3 days, I've noticed that lecture will go on, off for the next 3 days. I put in a trouble ticket, emergency trouble ticket with the electric company, but they took 3 days to respond back to me to show up. And the lecture was just randomly on, off. And to a point to I realized that the electric was going out, but I realized one of the walls in my house was still live, even though the rest of the power had went out. One of the wall sockets was still alive because the TV light was still on. I'm like, why is this light on this TV? So I'm thinking it's shutting the whole house out, but it was shutting out a portion of the house. So wow, okay. So I called them. They went ahead and came out on a trouble ticket, guys. Finally, 3 days later, this emergency. Okay, so emergency trouble ticket should have been the same day. It was more like making it to the Superdome for Katrina. That what it was like. I'm gonna wait a whole 3 4 days before we show up, I guess. So uh they showed up when I wasn't here, ladies and gentlemen. I was gone. So they took it upon themselves to take the entire meter off the house. So, mind you, they left me a letter in cursive writing that I couldn't read. All I can read was meter jug bad. So, we know the meter box is bad. And the lead on the meter box is also a burnt wire. So, the wire, when it's going to have to be fixed by an electrician, which is expensive as all get out. And then they have to get a permit to do that, and also you have to call the electric company back after and tell them to come back out and put it back on the house, which probably will be another 3 4 days because they're slow as molasses. All this happened today, so I was thinking I'd be able to have an electrician. So they came and they took the meter box off the house when it was close to getting ready to get dark at 5 o'clock. I'm like, are you serious, dude? So for me, the boo boo has hit the fan. You feel me? I got to keep my refrigerators and things and freezer closed overnight, so that it will maintain temperature. But as soon as the sun hits, the great thing about this is, people, that the daylight saving times cause it to get dark earlier, but the sun comes out earlier. So your unit would probably, I would guess, somewhere around 5ish, 6 o'clock. The sun is already going to be up charging your solar already. So whatever you're running, the sun is going to pick up on it and start charging your solar back up. I got as far as eating is concerned, I got two propane stoves I can use. I also have a single burner hot plate, which I would only use that during the daytime when the sun is up. I really don't know how long these guys are going to take to come and fix this. I don't know how long the electrician going to take to come and fix it. So till then, I'm just going to be in the dark. Well, I'm not going to be in the dark, but I just won't have their. I'm off grid. Let's say, let's put it like that. Until then, I'm just off grid. I'm off grid at the grid. I mean, pretty much that's the size of that. That's what we're looking at. So again, you never know what you're gonna run into. It's enough things in your life that's here already, and things that are happening that you should be preparing for. You should be preparing for everyday life. Everyday life is enough to prepare for, without preparing for some extravagant things that you don't have to prepare for, or you may not never see. I mean, EMP. I mean, what's the? I mean, you could see it. I mean, but the likelihood of you seeing EMP, or I mean, the effect of EMP. I don't know the ratio of it, but your power getting cut off at your house will be probably a higher percentage than waiting on a EMP. So what I'm telling you is be prepared for everyday life and start preparing for the now and not this extravagant things. You understand? You don't have to do that. If you prepare for the now, you'll be prepared for the bigger thing later anyway, because the now requires that you do these things anyway. And again, are you planting? Is anybody planting? Because I'm planting. I would ask is anybody canning, but I know for sure I've got some phone call. Got some pictures from one of my friends, and they're doing an awesome job. They're going canning crazy, canning up everything, and I don't blame them, because I mean, the freezers fail. What are you going to do? If the freezers fail, you still gonna have to can it before it go bad. If your electric cuts off and you don't have another source of power to run it, you're gonna lose. You gotta know how to use what's around you, the tools available, nature, what's available. You have to use it. I mean, like we was hitting a miss on it. We was talking about it in text earlier. Uh, you can put your stuff in a cooler and set it outside. Once the temperature from outside changes, you got a free refrigerator outside. Just take it and put it in a cooler and set it outside. Or you can go as far as getting a 12-volt cooler and put it in your vehicle. Y'all have to excuse me with the yawning or whatnot. I'm really tired. Um, I actually just got off work. I came in, so I am kind of tired. But I just couldn't go to sleep without putting this video on. I made a mistake and cut the video off, so it's gonna be a part one, two. They all go together. It's all one video, but it's just don't say part one. Then part two. Well, the boo boo hitting the fan rather. So over this course of days, they just ran the election. Mm, for me, far as that's concerned, I just say whatever God's will is, and I let that be what it is. For as that, because I really didn't have any fan favorite on any of that at all. There's so much corruption going on. It's hard to just pick point on who you want and whatnot. It's a lot. Food is still shortages on food. People act like they don't believe it. I know it, but there is. You're just in the wrong spot. If you can't tell that there's a food shortage, then you're in the wrong spot. Because everything is going up. I seen, listen, when chitlins are $30, and in some places 40, here in the Delta it's 20 for some pig intestines. I'm gonna say it again. This is normally on any other animal something that you throw away. Just so happened the glorious pig, you can eat everything on it. But $20 for some guts. It seems like they should be free. And we are the reason why this is some of this stuff is the way it is. We made it popular. Chitlins, we made it popular. Hog maws, we made it popular. Greens, put it in your greens and all this and cornbread. We made it popular. And then they see, oh, this is something they love. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to raise the price or we're going to take it off the shelf. They do both. I've seen both of these things happen. They'll raise it, the price, or they'll take it off the shelf altogether and bring it back in a different name brand, same exact thing. Yes, sir. So that's something else you just gotta be. I mean, that's something that we cause. I mean, and it's just like every time you find something good. I mean, every time you find something good that you really like, and everybody catches on to it and start buying it, they always go mess with it. Oh, because let's take this and add this to it and take this. Leave it alone. Stop messing with whatever it is. You messing up the original ingredients, trying to prep it up, make some other foolishness. Leave the original alone. Just make your extra on the side and leave the original alone. Usually they mess up the original. Let me give you an example. Stage planks. Stage planks was a huge cookie back in the day. They took it and they shrunk it, and the taste is not the same as what it used to be. Not to mention the price is ridiculous as well. So those are one of those things, you know. That's how it is. I try to instill and give them much knowledge as I can when I get on this thing. I hate to get on here and don't give any information whatsoever or give any knowledge to anybody. I mean, there's so many simple things you can do to have electricity. This ring, I mean, I tell you, this ring wasn't even $50. And all I went and did was go to Walmart and got a one of the big battery packs, the seven times seven plus battery packs. That's 20,000 milliamp battery pack. This big, 20,000 milliamps, and I can plug up this ring to that battery pack, and it will burn the entire night and still have battery power left to do something else. That's a way to have some light. I also have an LED light that came with my other power station. It's charged completely, 100%. And remember, I told you guys about the jump starters. Use those as power stations. I got both of those, and both of those are charged up to the top. I got my Go Power Plus down here on the other end, and it's burning all the lights in the room. That's awesome. And it's almost full, even though I've had these lights on for quite some time. Um, let me see what time it is. Man, it's 12 something. Uh, 1 second. Hmm. See if I save it. Uh, 1 second, guys. I apologize. All right, I'm not doing that on West Coast. But anyway, I apologize. I had to making them checking immediate text. So again, I used what I had. I got what I could get on a budget. Go Power Plus cheap power station. Then I got another bigger one power station, which I'm trying to put some money together and go forward towards getting a bigger. Well, mine's is like they don't hit like 200 watts. Trying to get something bigger, like a 5. Next step up somewhere around about 5, I guess. If I can get around there, then I mean, if you're trying to mess with something bigger like the EcoFlow Delta, you're gonna have to have some money. Your piper is gonna have to be right if you want that. Sell one of them regular cars in that yard that you ain't using no more. Gonna get your EcoFlow Delta. I'm just saying. It's been a rough couple of weeks. I've been through a lot of stuff. A lot has been going on in my life, but I refuse to let it get me down. I refuse to let it change who I am. I'm not going to let it change the structure of me, my being. I'm not going to let it do that. I'm still going to do what I got to do. I'm still going to be Mississippi Survivor. That's why they call it that. It doesn't call it that because Mississippi Survivor breaks down every time something happens. They call it Mississippi Breakdown, but that's not it. It's Mississippi Survivor. That means you stronger. I'm stronger, and I will stand a lot of stuff that other people can't withstand. Mississippi Survivor. I'm not gonna hold you guys long. I have a lot of material that I want to cover. There's no way I'll try to cover it all tonight, but I did want to get on there and talk to you guys about that. If you ever see that happening to your house, or half of your house is burning and the rest of it is not, and you went to the breaker box and all the breakers are still up, then you might want to check your meter. Because I went outside, I had to go outside every night for the last couple nights and just take your hand and boom, and hit the meter base to make it come on. Come on for a little while. You put too much on that socket, that leg gonna automatically kick you out. It'll kick you out ASAP. So, and I'm not telling you to go hit on it. That's what I did. I mean, it could be dangerous for somebody else. I don't know, but that's what I did. I got my lights back on. I was good. But right now the whole meter base is gone. I think I'm gonna give you a video of that because some people don't believe nothing. Then you gotta show them every freaking thing, or they think you're lying. I'm like, well, again, this is all Mississippi Survivor's power. That's running right now. Where's the thing? For those that think it's a game, excuse me. See all this stuff falling all off me. There it is, right there. 20,000 milliamps. USB double And it also has the power indicator right here. That's what the light that I'm in right now. I'm just trying to tell you guys, you can overcome a lot of obstacles if you use your brain on simple things. You really can. You don't have to be no rocket scientist to survive. Just use some common sense and you're gonna be just fine. Yeah, guarantee you. That's what's been happening. And some of the things that's one of the things that's been going on with me. And it's some other things I like to discuss, but I am going to video that meter base box to show you right now. It's no meter base. Period. They took that mud and packed it up and left like it was a parting gift. They took it right on up out of here. So now I'll be paying free electric bill until they bring it back. Because the credit they're gonna give you ain't gonna be worth a dime. So again, I'm tired. I'm not gonna stay on here long. I'm getting ready to get off here, guys. I just wanted to shoot you guys a little bit of information and I'll let you know about that. And if you ever see that happen, make sure you go ahead and reach out to your electric company and let them know immediately so they can try to get out to you and get that fixed or make it safe, because that could have been a dangerous thing for me, because it could have either surged back and blew up something that I had in the house, or the house could have caught on fire. One, two, several different outcomes to it. So you guys be safe. And I love you guys, Mississippi Survivor. I'm in this thing. I got more to come, more to go with this. I'll just make some more videos and shoot this information out to you. So, man, you guys have a wonderful night, man. I love you. Thank you for believing in me and listening to me and letting me be a part of your lives. Mississippi Survivor. I'm out, guys. I got to get some rest. I'm exhausted. Y'all have a good night. Love you.